The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be... And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Shift.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Caught here by Griffin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
First down.
Man, I got you.
On first down, it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Darnold. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Darnold. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing again is Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as Ringo.
Here's Bell.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Jets 48.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the safety creep.
This is Michel on the counter. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Now a first down carry, it's Michel, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a carry for White, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
65. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Come on. 58. Ready?
On 3rd down, Stidham.
Come on, baby.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in, Michel. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ready, ready. Hey, high 7. Give me that ball, defense. Give me General West. Give me that ball, defense. Bang, 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 bang. Check go.
1st down, here's White.
Check 15, check 15.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ready, break.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
All day, every day, any day. Check Mike 99, Mike 99.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Coming for you.
Hey, Charlie.
Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Red 80. Ready for this, man.
A first down throw, Darnold.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's good for a Jets first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Yo, 80. Check Mike 99.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he locates Walker, complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Stop your body. Got his left. Got his left.
Now Bell. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Come off the ball, horse.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 2nd down and goal. Darnold. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Darnold. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. A good pickup there at 22.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Patriots 18-yard line.
We're going to sign.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. On 2nd down, Michelle. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 53 at the mic.
Hey, Delta. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike, 53. 53.
Ready?
Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. Looking long for his tight end read. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Mike 4. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Here's Darnold. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It got his man complete. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On first down, Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go again with Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Darnold from the gun. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistake.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Six guys. Check six guys. Check nine. Check nine.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down now. Michelle, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Kill. Turn up. Check now.
On third down, a run from White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Jets take over at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
3 down.
The 24-yard line.
From the 24, Darnold. And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken from the 7. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Darnold, he goes full extension, and he's got it. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes a quarterback look a whole lot better.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Here we go, here we go.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And Walker has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
We got 3.
Darnold on first down. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. John Simon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pick to go.